Alright, pro tip on tree watering. Want to make sure that you can get in there, don't want to use a pitcher. I recommend a wine bottle. Geraldine came up with this, I think it's pretty genius. See? Easy. I can see where the water's going, don't have to worry about it spilling. Life is good. Life is good. I went to Best Buy this morning, got myself a new camera with my allowance. It's a Canon PowerShot ELPH. I tend to like Canons. Canons are good cameras. In fact, the Canon is what I'm holding right here. I love Canons. I think Canons are really nice. They work very well. They do what I need them to do. So I think I'm gonna like this camera. It was cheap, less than $100, so that's good. And it's certainly more technologically advanced than my phone, so it's gonna look good. These are the kind of cameras that a lot of travel vloggers use. Fun with Louie, or Fun for Louie, can't remember. Mr. Ben Brown. This is basically what they use. They don't use fancy schmancy things. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Hey Rowan.
Hey.
What are we about to do today?
Watch the other half of A New Hope.
A New Hope. What did you think about the first half?
Pretty good.
Yeah? I loved that you thought C-3PO was a jerk.
He is!
He's kind of mean, isn't he? So this young man let me have the memory card out of his camera to put in this camera, out of that camera to put in this camera. That's so nice of you, Julian.
That camera broke, so...
Yeah, still it's nice of you. Alright, Nerdface, what were you wanting to tell me?
Oh,
You figured out what?
I know, because on the back of the thing I looked and it said that special edition.
And why are we watching the original versions? Don't you want to watch the best?
Yeah, that's why we're watching the original versions.
We have a lot of nerd rage in our house about silly things.
It's not silly, Dad.
We have a lot of nerd rage in our house about silly things like science fiction and originality and canon. I've often told people, if you think that a Bible literalist and a theological fundamentalist is bad, you should try science fiction nerds when it comes to canon, because you are the literal worst. You are the literal worst.
I disagree with that.
Of course you would, because you're a science fiction nerd. Nerd.
Yeah, but don't you want Rowan to see the same thing that you saw whenever you were?
I want Rowan to see the story.
Yeah,
I don't
this is
care.
The real one.
Yeah, the story where Han shot first.
Hey. Now listen, I do agree that Han shot first, but you need to stop filling his head with nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
You are nonsense. What are you doing, Rowan? It's just occurred to me that in Star Wars they say, I've got a bad feeling about this all the time. Have you noticed that, Julian? Everybody says, I've got a bad feeling about this. What is that supposed to mean? What are we supposed to do with that? Did you think they were going to die, Ro? You didn't think they were going to die? You knew.
Because there's always...
The good guys always steal time.
That's right, they do. He totally did die. Darth Vader just hit him.
I'm pretty sure he's in The Empire Strikes Back.
Nope, he's not on this.
Yeah, he is.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's dead, dude. You just gotta accept it.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No.
Why don't you believe me?
Because he smiled.
When he died? Yeah. Hey, Ro.
What?
May the force be with you. You're supposed to say, and also with you. It's like, peace be with you. Here, let's try it again. Ro. May the force be with you.
And also with you.
Yeah, that's my
Never
boy.
say that.
I know.
What's wrong? Out. Over. Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
Alright. You just watched Star Wars for the very first time. What'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, just pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the best thing you've ever seen in your whole life?
No, wasn't the best.
Which is your favorite character so far? You like Princess Leia, don't you?
No, I like the person with the mustache.
Wedge. Okay, here's the most important question. Do you say it Princess Leia or Princess Leia? Because we heard both.
Leia.
Leia, that's what I think too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we now begin Empire Strikes Back. I am telling Rowan, Empire Strikes Back is not the best Star Wars movie, but it is my favorite Star Wars movie. He thinks that his favorite Star Wars movie will be
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, which is good. Which is good. Do you know about the Ewoks yet?
Ewok.
You ever learned about the Ewoks, the little fuzzy guys in Return of the Jedi?
I know what they're like, yeah.
I love the Ewoks, but that's okay. Okay, so what do you think? What are you expecting from Empire Strikes Back?
I hope there's I hope there's a little action. Like, not a ton,
There's gonna be
but
some
not
action.
barely any.
There's gonna be some action. Are you ready to say to me, Father, you are the greatest human being that has ever lived? Are you ready to say that yet?
Nope.
No. What do you think needs to happen in order for you to say, Father, you are the greatest human being that's ever lived?
To watch Return of the Jedi.
Okay, alright. Well, let's practice it anyway. Repeat after me. Father.
Father. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Luke was almost killed by an abominable snowman. Rowan thinks it's hilarious. What did you know?
I know that Han has a crush.
Han totally has a crush on her. And she has a crush on him too.
No.
Yes, she does. She just kissed him.
No, Han kissed him first.
She didn't object. I'm gutted. Rowan just told me, he said, Dad, I know who that guy is. He was talking about Darth Vader. I know who that guy is. He's that other guy's dad. I said, Anakin? He goes, yeah, I know who that guy is. Is that important? We're about 2/3 of the way through Empire. I hope he likes it. I'm seriously about to cry. I'm gutted.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him. Me.
I am your father.
I am your Father who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name.
What?
Tell me what you think about Jar Jar Binks.
Hilarious.
I've failed as a parent.
Right